We were just talking about the idea of what success is and how it does not necessarily have to be about build, build, build. It's not necessarily about having more or bigger or better or taller or more money. It can also be about a sustainable life. It can also be about having a peaceful life, an environment which you can breathe fresh air, perhaps, or walk in the park or walk in the side of the road and not get scared of getting hit by a car or getting mugged or getting robbed or getting killed. What are your thoughts on what a successful nation ought to be, Gunther?
It's a very difficult question because success is defined by each and every individual differently.
Yeah.
To me, success would be to pretty much as you subscribe it or you described it earlier. You can walk freely, you can breathe clean air, which we lack a lot of walking around the Philippines, to have green spots in the city, to be able to utilize public transport to go from point A to point B. And not necessarily, success doesn't necessarily have to be in monetary terms. Yeah? It can be inner peace, it can be, I love the beach, I love scuba diving, I love the tranquility when you're underwater. So it's a multitude of factors that actually determine success.
Governments, especially the Philippine government, has been telling us to be patient. I've been around this country for over 4 decades now, and they still tell us to be patient. Are we ever getting there as a nation, based on your observation? Because you've been around this country as well for more than 40 years as well, right? Or 33 decades. What are your thoughts on that? And are we on the right direction? And if so, can we correct midway? Or what's going on? What are your thoughts on the trajectory of this nation?
Virtue, my patience has never been my virtue. Yet I'm here, I've lived here for 32 years. And I take it for what it is. And I've learned one thing in the Philippines: hope is the last thing that dies. At the rate we're going, my personal view here is it'll probably take us another 100 years to get over the finishing line.
Okay.
Yeah. We do things way too slow. We do things way too bureaucratic. We do not normally have the small people on the road in mind with what we do. We do not empower. We do not really build enough infrastructure, enough job creations in order to. And I really sincerely think, and I don't think that the NEDA figures really reflect the true picture, but I think about 60% of the Filipino people live around about the
poverty line.
Yeah. So it's a lot of people, and if we don't start seriously thinking about what China did, birth control and whatnot, we will sink as a nation because we just can't sustain it. We have not built any agriculture. We have not build enough poultry, we don't have enough beef, pork, chicken, fish. We run out of everything, and everything is imported, even rice. So we need to do something, and we need to do something quick because our population keeps on exploding and is getting more and more and more, and we have no means of ever becoming at the rate we're growing. We're just catching up, constantly catching up. We're never getting ahead. We're just catching up. That's all we do, and we'll never be able to get anywhere near self-sustainability in terms of food. So
that's pretty basic, right?
Exactly. It's a very basic thing. So if we cannot catch up on this thing, the only other thing we can do is stop the population growth we have. So I guess that would be, to me, probably the success that we need.
Do you have figures on the population growth in the Philippines? Are we increasing our population by leaps and bounds? Is it slowing down at all? Or?
No, it's not. It's still growing, and I think by the year 2025 we hit about 150 million, if I'm not mistaken. So we're growing tremendously.
Wow!
And we've got to put a stop to it because we just can't. Yeah. While it's nice to have big families, but if you can feed them, why have them? Okay.
Exactly.
So again, that's where government has to come in, and also if you look at it from a social security point of view, what social security do we have in place from governments? Not much. And now, add insult to injury, under the new law, they even want to tax people, employees, when they get benefits from their employers in social, in health insurance. So it's a number of things that we need to correct in order to make sure that we actually ever get ahead of ourselves.
I know, Guenter, you have a lot of stuff to do, and maybe we can have another interview some other time. I know you have places to go, things to do, and you have a great big Spartan race that's happening very soon next year, and I think it's happening on the third Saturday of January 19, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep.
Why don't you invite our viewers who are quite excited to be a part of something great as the Spartan race. It's a total mind over body event, and I think if you guys want to expose yourself to great challenges, so that you will know that you're able to surmount these, and of course life itself. Why don't you tell them all about Spartan Race Philippines? Go ahead, Guenter.
I would like to invite everyone to our next race in Cavite, near Metro Manila, near imperialistic Manila.
I heard it's like 30 minutes away from,
it's 30 minutes
from Manila,
out of
right?
Manila. It'll be a sprint and a super, it'll be a kids race, and it'll be a hurricane heat, all in one day. So there's a lot of activities. If you want to get ready for the race, as I said earlier, we are building a nice facility within the city here for you to train in Crossroads. Meanwhile, we have teamed up with the Gorilla team out in Mandaue. We have a nice obstacle course there where you can train. We have qualified SGX trainers here in the city, which is by the name of Carlo. I guess everybody knows Carlo. So if you want to get ready for the race, make sure you contact the right people. Call on us. You know the numbers. You know just log on Spartan Race Philippines.
Spartan Race Philippines, right?
SpartanRace.ph. Yeah. We'll be happy to assist you. Our next race in Cebu is targeted for, I believe, the Cebu Design Week is first week of June. So we'll come back to Cebu. We are still looking for the venue, for the right venue. It'll certainly be a sprint and probably might be a piste. If not, then we'll see. But it'll be definitely two races: a kids race and a hurricane heat again. So look forward to that. Get ready, and we'll be here for you and with you all the way.
Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. Guenter Taus, thank you so much.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you so much, and we're gonna catch up again maybe some of the time when you're in Cebu. Okay?
Should be good. Great.
Thank you so much, guys.
Okay, guys. Thanks.